Hi, my name is Gail Berry. I'm an international expert on baby massage and baby yoga, and I am the founder of Blossom and Berry. And I wanted to make this little video for you today to talk about the biggest fear that I had when becoming a baby massage instructor and how I overcome it, because I have trained thousands of people to become baby massage and yoga teachers across the world. And the biggest fear that I hear people talk to me about is the same one that I had, which is or was, because I transmuted it, jumping into the unknown, going from the 9 to 5, from the traditional path of having a job that you get paid a certain amount, certain time, the security that comes with that, into running your own business, being responsible for creating your own impact and income in your life, and how to balance that, how to make that decision with confidence that you want to do this, so that you can be fully expressed as a teacher, follow your passion and purpose, have time with your family, and create the life that you want. Now, my fear was really huge because I had an extremely well-paid job in the city. I was a corporate finance lawyer in the city. I had spent about 7 years at university to actually get this amazing job. So I had everything on paper that you would want, like an amazing salary, fantastic prospects. I was engaged to my husband, who was also a lawyer. I met him at university. We were best friends, all of the things. Everything was absolutely, on paper, amazing. But the reality of if it was, is that I didn't really like being a lawyer. I felt super disconnected to what I was doing. I felt like an imposter. I had a lot of office politics working in a high-powered city solicitor firm, and I just I wasn't feeling happy, to be honest. And as a result of that, I had a lot of social anxiety. I had a blushing complex. I didn't like speaking about anything to do with law because I felt very inauthentic, and I was using a lot of energy pretending to be something that I wasn't. And I went away on a sabbatical after I qualified as a solicitor for 6 weeks before I started my proper job, my big paid job in the city. And on that sabbatical, I actually did a lot of soul searching, and I got down on my hands and my knees, and I basically said, universe, show me the way, because this is just not working out for me. And 2 weeks later, there arrived the most magical, beautiful gift of my entire life, which is my daughter, Emily. 23 years ago, completely out of the blue, happy accident when I was 26. And from the moment I became pregnant, I knew that this was my soul's path. I felt so happy, so connected, so full of love. And so at that point, I kind of knew that I was probably not going to go back to work, but I was a little bit fearful. I didn't know what was going to happen. I'd never obviously had a baby before. I was 26. I'd never held a baby before. So making that jump from everything that was known, that was on the path, that was all the conditioning that we're told, like my mum and dad being really proud of me, being the first person in my family to go to university, my husband's family, all of those things, to turn away from that to follow something that was super unknown. So 23 years ago, nobody knew what baby massage and baby yoga really was. There was a few classes in London. So I was really, really stepping into the unknown, to be honest. But what I knew was I had this connection to nurturing touch, care, and love, the importance of connection and presence and guidance for babies, and not only my own baby, but for all babies. And I saw how love and nurturing care can help all human beings reach their full potential. And I saw how damaging it is and was to parent in isolation. We're not meant to parent in isolation. We're meant to come together and parent together. We're meant to gather together, to share together, to co-create together. And we're meant to be in community, particularly during parenting, and particularly for women as mothers. We need other women during this time. It's really important for us. So all of that made me turn my back on everything that I knew and jump into that known. So my biggest fear was that I wouldn't be successful, that I would give all this up and I'd end up making a really bad move. And then what would I do? I couldn't go back. Like, what would everyone say? I'd be a failure. So it was much easier, much safer to stay there, much safer to do all of those things. But the reality of it is that that was super unhappy, super misaligned, super disconnected. And over here, although it was unknown, that was exciting. That was like what I wanted to do. That all aligned with everything. It was my passion and my purpose, and it gave me time with my family. It was like ticking one of my boxes. So the thing is that I was defining success by what we are told. Was I being the good girl? Was I following the path? Was I earning six-figure salary? Did I have a house with a mortgage? Was I married? Was I all of these things? That was what I was using as the barometer of success. But actually, in reality, success for me has always been relationships. Wealth for me is always relationships, relationships with my family, relationships with community, relationships with other people in the world. And most importantly, relationship with me, honoring myself, not hiding myself away, not pretending to be something else, not wearing a mask, but actually honoring myself. That is success. So what I learned was that actually it's much more scary to stay here living an inauthentic life than to go here where, although you don't know what is there, you know that that's your truth. And so actually true success is following your heart, is following your path, and realizing we're actually only on this earth for a short amount of time. I'm just about to be 50. So, I'm halfway through my life, and now every moment is to be enjoyed and to be created intentionally from a place of love, not just to be going along in the motions and doing all of the things. It's to break through all of that conditioning and patterning and actually create the life that I want, a life of love, a life of joy, a life of connection, a life of play, of creativity, all of these things. And it's totally and utterly possible because I started here with no idea, no money, no time, 3 children, 3.5, in a place where baby massage and baby yoga wasn't even known about. And I've been able to create a global community of thousands of teachers across the world, touching the hearts of millions of babies because I trusted my path. And as well as that, I've also got to set up a charity in Malawi, numerous other charitable projects across the world, travel across the world, talk on big stages, did my TEDx talk to over 1,300 people, write books, be on podcasts, be a brand ambassador for brands across the world, set up international trainings, most importantly, spent loads and loads of time with my family and be an inspiration and a role model to them. So that is success. So the fear is actually what's going to happen if you don't do this rather than what's going to happen if you do. So that is my little kind of transmission for today. If it resonates with you, or if this is the message that you needed to hear today, I am here for you. Please reach out, book a call with me, send me a message, pop over to the website, check out everything that we do, look at all of our resources, listen to my podcast, get to know us, hang out with us, see if it's a vibe. And most of all, just reach out and book a call with me. This is what I'm here for, to welcome new teachers into the Blossom and Berry family. So if this resonates with you, get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, the most important thing in life is to trust your heart and to walk the path of love, because that's all that matters. We're here for such a short time and we have such a short time to actually be with our children. So honor your heart, honor your feelings. And if you need some help, you know where I am. Okay, hopefully I will be speaking to you very, very soon.